and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Because what have we just witnessed? What kind of game have we just watched tonight? It was incredible. It was absolutely unbelievable. From minute one, right the way up until the end, it was all action. Every area of the field there. It was end-to-end stuff. There is so much that we have to talk about. So get yourselves comfortable right now. This is going to be a long one. We've got plenty to cover. But all you need to know at this stage is Barca have won 5-1. We have scored 5 away at Villarreal. And that Lamine Yamal assist is one of my moments of the season. Let's talk about it all here. Come on! Because, okay guys, we must begin at the very start of the game, because before the game even started, even the lineup from Hansi Flick, it was bold, you've got to say here, going away to Villarreal, and on the bench, Pau Cubarsí, Alejandro Balde, and Marc Casado there. Flick actively rotating a huge part of the defensive side of our team. It was a massive call there, I feel, to leave those three on the bench. But in all fairness, you could see over the past few games, they've needed that rest. We had to rotate at some point, and tonight, he went big. And that meant there that Gerard Martin came in at left back, Sergio Dominguez made a big start at centre back, Garcia remained in midfield, and a big start as well in the number 10 role for Pablo Torre. And wouldn't he get an absolutely incredible moment in this one, guys? But even after 7 minutes of this game, we all had a good idea of what was going to happen, because Villarreal were waiting. They were waiting there on our last line of defence. They were trying to breach it at every possible opportunity. They thought they did, and they scored. But that was their first disallowed goal of the day. But already there, you could see the idea that they had. And they came with a clear plan today from Marcelino. In the end, he was laughing when the scoreline is at 4-1. Because I think he thought, you know what? I planned this perfectly. We've done a lot of things really, really well. But we got hammered. And that's exactly what happened to Villarreal today, guys. Because the first big moment of the game, undoubtedly for Barca, came, of course, from Lamine Yamal. Because look at this here. Bending one towards the far post. Absolutely wonderful strike. Thought it was in, but that smacks against the base of the post there. Raphinha was in for the rebound, but Villarreal just got bodies in the way at the very last minute. Raphinha got the ball sort of stuck under his feet, couldn't get it away quickly enough. And even then, from the resulting corner, Pedri flashing a shot wide of the target. And that's what it was like at both ends, just getting shots away all game long. It was getting shots on goal. Absolutely incredible there. Really entertaining game of football, and you don't see that many of these in the modern game right now. But what we did see for the opening Barca goal was lightning football. Around the edge of the box here, Lewandowski is involved. We're moving the ball quickly. It's played there into Pablo Torre. And what I love, he doesn't delay the pass here. He doesn't wait. He doesn't think too much about it. You can actually see Lewandowski pointing into the space where he wants the ball. And that's exactly what Pablo Torre does. It's a really nice slide rule pass there into Lewandowski, who doesn't even take a touch. He dispatches the finish with his first touch at the near post. And that was a really nice goal to kick us off there, guys. Lightning football, like I say. Brilliant play in the final third from Barca, and electric finishing from Robert Lewandowski. And he was close to another one. Just a few minutes later there, I thought Koundé put a few really great balls into the box there in that first half, getting into the final third. Flashes one across here, but Lewandowski couldn't quite steer it home. But then we did make it 2-0. And again, Yamal, he's never far away from any of these goals here. He didn't score today, but he was an integral part of everything. Again, he's swinging the ball here right into the back post. Beautiful cross that it was in. Garcia's at the back post. He plays here a big part in the goal. Credit to him. Goalkeeper gets a touch on it. And again, Lewandowski, right place, right time. He's done this for his entire career. And today he got himself another goal. Nice finish there. Clever finish, you've got to say, from Robert Lewandowski. But that was the thing about this game, guys. Doesn't matter there if we were 1-0 up, 2-0 up, 3-0 up, 3-1. Doesn't matter. It never felt like enough, because Villarreal, they carried a genuine threat. And defensively, we were kind of wide open. Obviously, like I say, we rotated a lot. You kind of understand that here. But Villarreal, they were able to just carve us open at times. They get in behind. There's lots of space there for them to run into. Pepe was a real threat today. He cuts it back to Jose Perez, and they get one back there, Villarreal. And it very nearly could have been back to 2-2 if it wasn't for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, because let me just say, he did make a great save at 2-1 there. It was in a 1-versus-1 situation. It's what we've been asking for from him here to help us, to save us in this kind of moment. Great save that he pulled off there in a 1-versus-1, and I've got to give some credit to him. He was having a much improved display today. He himself was bouncing back from the defeat there in the game against Monaco. And again, you've got to give genuine credit here where it is due, but I think that makes it actually even more cruel there how the injury comes about, because it's actually from a corner kick here. Cross comes into the box, and it's just an innocuous one. It really, really is. Like so many injuries and big injuries that happen at Barca, there's nothing happening. It's a routine there, claiming of the cross from Ter Stegen. He goes up, he claims the ball, and then on the way back down, something happens there. Whether it's the landing initially from him, whether there's some contact there on the way down to the leg, he jars it in some way. But I think immediately, as he goes down, you know it's a serious one because of the real concern around him. Not only Barcelona players, but even Villarreal players there. They're waving for the medical team to get on as soon as possible. And I think we were all really, really concerned in that moment there for Ter Stegen. You don't want to see that happen to any player on your team, on an opposition team. You don't want any player to be in that amount of pain there. And from something, like I say, that was very, very routine. Those can often be some of the scarier injuries in football. And Ter Stegen there did receive some lengthy treatment. He was then stretchered off the field and again still in that real amount of pain. And it was very, very sad to see that it played out in that way. And especially, like I say, he was playing well. He'd made a really, really good save. Credit where it is due. But that there looks like a really long one. It looks like a serious injury for Ter Stegen. It's a big problem here for Barca that we have now in terms of there's not a great deal of depth in the goalkeeping area. Of course, we didn't expect this. We didn't plan here to not have our number one goalkeeper for what looks like could be an extended amount of time. So that there was a big, big blow in this game. And I think Barca, and actually all the players, were quite shocked there going into half-time. And of course, it goes without saying that we wish Ter Stegen a very speedy recovery, and we will learn more about the severity of this problem very, very soon. But I think in the second half, it's safe to say Barca did come out a bit flat there. Villarreal were piling the pressure on. They really, really were. Chances galore for them, certainly, at the start of that second half. They hit the crossbar. They had a number of attempts go close. You've got to say as well, Iñaki Peña, he made a really, really big save because it was tough for him too to be thrown into this game here. And with the pace that it was being played at, it couldn't have been easy for him to react and sort of adjust to that. So big, big credit there to Peña that he was able to keep the score as it was. But we've got to talk about Pablo Torre, because actually up until this point in the game, guys, it wasn't easy for him. He had big moments in the final third, setting up the first goal that we scored, then scoring himself, as we're going to talk about now. But there were times there where he was giving the ball away, where he couldn't quite hold on to it in the right areas, and Flick was just about to sub him off. I mean, he still did, but before that, what a goal it was from Pablo Torre, and I couldn't be happier for this young man. He's had to wait a long, long time for opportunities at Barca, but look at this kind of moment here. Getting that shot away in this position, this shot would not happen last season. Simple as that. You would not see Barca taking on shots here, taking on opportunities from this position. We weren't shooting at goal from here. It was passing, it was slow, it was lethargic, but now we are doing it. We are making sure here that we're threatening teams, threatening goalkeepers. Pablo Torre gets the shot away, and it's a great goal and a really big moment in the game there to make it 3-1. That was absolutely huge. But like I say, that was his last moment of the game, because Flick continued with his plan. He did take off there Pablo Torre. Pedri also went off for some rest. Sergi Dominguez went off as well. Pau Cubarsí coming on. Pau Victor coming on. He played off the left-hand side. Raphinha went central. And Marc Casado as well coming on as well with 30 minutes to go. And I think Raphinha in that central area, he was much more involved then in the final stages of this game. He was able to combine a lot more with Lamine Yamal, for example. He was closer to him. That's something there that we're going to look more into, because Raphinha so dangerous in these latter stages, also when the game opened up as well. And of course there was a big penalty decision in the game here when Lamine Yamal, again at the heart of everything, he won a penalty kick for Barca. I couldn't believe, guys, that wasn't given in real time, by the way. The referee went over to VAR to check that one before finally deciding that, yeah, Lamine Yamal was taken out. It's a clear penalty. Now I'm surprised a little bit that maybe Yamal didn't take the penalty himself, that he wasn't given there the ball to take it, but Lewandowski was going for his hat-trick. but it was a really bad penalty, and I just still don't understand, guys, the Lewandowski run-up. There's no need for it there. You're on 2 goals in this game. You're playing really well. You've had great finishes. You're a great striker of the ball. Just hit it. Run up to the ball and finish it off inside the box. It's not hard for him. I don't know why he makes it look hard from the penalty spot sometimes, and that could have really come back to haunt us. Because then we thought Villarreal scored. And honestly, guys, I was on the edge of my seat in this game with these offside calls. Every time Villarreal would score or go close to it, I'm hiding behind the sofa. I'm thinking, can I come out yet? Is it offside? I don't know. I'm waiting for the linesman to put his flag up. It was absolutely nerve-wracking for so much of this game. I don't know if you guys also felt that way, but luckily, we were able to finish the game off. And the goals that we scored today, guys, they were absolutely outrageous here. Because this one, Pau Victor's involved. He lays it back to Raphinha. And again, it's a first-time shot. We're not waiting around. We're not here setting it up for ourselves, letting the defence organise themselves, letting the goalkeeper have a good look at the situation. The balls are coming in, and we're hitting them as soon as we receive them. And again, Raphinha here, getting himself on the score sheet, taking Villarreal by surprise, and making it 4 goals in Barca's favour. But that's the great thing about handsy flickball, because we may be 4-1 up away from home against Villarreal, but that's not enough. We want more. And the fact that we want more, it gave us this goal. It gave us this moment. Can we talk about the assist from Lamine Yamal? Can we talk about the finish from Raphinha? What a 5th goal that we scored here. Because I would actually compare this kind of assist, the outside of the foot there, the way that he just cuts across that, whips it right the way over to Raphinha. That is something I've seen Kevin De Bruyne do. And that is an enormous compliment there to somebody like Lamine Yamal. He's somebody who is 17 years old. He's playing like this. It is ridiculous what he is doing week upon week upon week. That is genius. And then Raphinha, he collects that pass in his stride. He's bursting towards goal and he hits the finish deliberately into the ground there to just loft that over the goalkeeper. I mean, this is pure football. This is absolutely beautiful there. In the attacking third today, guys, we were clinical. We scored goal after goal after goal, when at times we had no right. Villarreal were firmly in this game. Villarreal created a lot of chances. But let me just say this. In the past, over the past few seasons, Barca have had to be perfect to score 2 goals or to score 3 goals in a game. If we are sitting here today thinking that we haven't actually played perfectly, we've actually been a bit sketchy at times. We've actually been a bit open in this game. It was far, far from perfect, and we've still scored 5 away from home against Villarreal, who are a very, very good team, and with so many injury problems. The sky is the limit for this team. We have an incredible amount of potential. This is pure entertainment. And guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know how you are feeling after an exhilarating match of football. I will catch you all soon, where we're going to be talking so much more about this. But I really hope you enjoyed it. And I thank each and every one of you for your support. I will catch you soon. But until next time, yeah, as always, Vejka, Barca.